I'm Kima.
And I'm Jojo. And this is The Free. So basically what we're going to talk about today is social media in general. Because I really be on some next. Like, I be seeing subs directed towards people about their own best friends. I'm seeing people hashtagging and getting crazy at their family. Like, so much crazy stuff. Y'all really be on here wilding. And at the end of the day, I just realized more than half of y'all sleeping with the same people. But that's none of my business. So, with that being said, like, I need to fall back before I start pulling cards. It's just that simple. Now we getting into the free. Tea time. Spilling the tea. All of it. Stop playing with me. Like, at the end of the day, I really be doing too much for this social media, and it's really killing me. Like, y'all making us look horrible. Like, stop it. Stop. This is not TV. You're not getting paid for Facebook. So, wrap it up. Hang it up. Because it's a done deal.
Not just Facebook.
Instagram
Twitter,
Snapchat.
Twitter. There's a lot of people that use social media as a weapon. We should use social media to be informed.
Uplifting.
Not even that. Like, I use my Facebook to know what's going on with my friends. My friends that don't live in New York. My friends that's really far away. Family that's far away. And sometimes I use it for my own entertainment. But I never use my social media to attack someone who doesn't deserve to be attacked. It's like, I've never used my Facebook or Instagram or Twitter to attack someone's character. You know, it's just uncalled for.
Super uncalled for.
Facebook is addictive.
Eesh, not for me. I don't really use Facebook like that.
Facebook is an addiction.
But it depends on... I mean, some people feel like they really Hollywood off that, and it's so funny. For me, my platform is Instagram. Like, I use Instagram to boost myself. Because I feel like Instagram is a platform where you can actually make something out of yourself, as opposed to Facebook. It's kind of drama filled unless, like unless, like Kima said, you're using it to, get in contact with friends or family that's not in the state that you're in or not in the country that you're in. And I feel like what we've been seeing on Facebook so far is just people really getting greasy and coming for each other on a whole different level. Like, for example, Kima's on Facebook right now. What do you see? Somebody dissing? Somebody getting crazy?
Somebody love. I'm not about to go to this, but somebody's love. I want to talk about, it was these group chats, right? In New York, there was a group chat basically for women and a group chat that was only for men. The females group chat was basically about exposing the next female's man. So, you're a female.
Oh,
I'm a female.
I was in a group chat like that, but I was in the group chat for the gays. Oh. So there was like basically a lot of gay people. I'll add you. There's a lot of gay people who are exposing like down low men, talking about like, oh, so and so's this, so and so's that. I didn't literally. I didn't say nothing in that chat. I have nothing to do with that chat. But it's so crazy that like they're exposing people with kids and baby fathers and all this crazy stuff. So I do know what you're talking about when it comes to those chats. I didn't know that there was a man, a woman, and then like the gays in the middle or whatever it is. But I am added on one of those chats. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was added to a chat. And it's like the stuff that's on Facebook, you never know what a person is thinking about at home. So if I exposed Brittany tomorrow, who knows if she'll kill herself? Or if Brittany exposed Amber tomorrow, who knows if Amber wakes up the next day and decides she wants to kill the whole public school. But
what if like you expose Brittany and then Brittany expose you and then there's all this back and forth?
That's toxic. At some point someone has to walk away.
But it's so weird though, because I mean, I don't want to direct this towards you, but again, like, you and Brittany's relationship is kind of, it's like...
Why are we talking about Brittany?
Because now that I'm thinking about it, I be having flashbacks, like...
It's kind of similar?
No, it's not similar to what, because because John would have got his head blown off. But what I do realize for myself is that, like, what I do is I don't expose nobody information, but, like, I'm balancing between John and Jacob. Like, it's weird because you have to make time for both, and it's just so.
Not me. I
so
only got time for one person.
Who? Brittany?
No, Gabby.
Okay. Danny, Gabby, Brittany,
Susie,
Jessica. There's a lot
Samantha.
of people. I never heard these names just thrown out like that, right?
Samantha.
Okay, but I have John and Jacob. That's it.
I don't know who Samantha is. She been texting me though.
Alright, hey Samantha.
You want to see?
But wait, what about the people who purposely bash people on social media for the attention? Like, what do they get from that? Like, are they getting paid to do that? Like,
no, they're not.
That makes them sleep at night?
Nope.
That's whack.
The stuff I'll be looking at, I don't be really.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
I don't be really looking at too much. Like, anything that's empowerment for women, colored women.
Do you have anything positive to say to the gay community?
Something positive to say to the gay community? No, but I have something positive to say to everyone. Reach out. Speak. Don't wait to be spoken to. Don't be afraid to say hello. Because you never know, you might meet a friend for a lifetime just from having one conversation.
Have you ever experienced somebody taking their lives or being around you who took their lives? Like, you guys, if you ever went through that.
No, but okay. I had a friend who was doing really well. Like, she was in college. She moved away from home and she was in the Navy. She met a guy there and they got married. And I'm guessing along the way there might have been some turbulence, but they decided to get married. And around the time that they got married, I'm guessing they got into an argument, and one thing led to another. It became so heated that one was stabbed and one was shot. My friend was shot in her head, and she did not make it. I don't know. It's different when it's somebody that you're around. Like, you don't expect for certain stuff to happen and you don't notice that it's going on. You could really be around somebody and they're going through a lot and you don't know. So it was like a shock. A lot of people didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. I personally didn't speak to her for a while, and then this situation happened. I'm just like, wow. All of this time I could have been having conversations with her, hanging out. We could have been talking, maybe something that I was going through, she was going through too. You never know unless you say something. Speak. Ask your friends what's going on with them. See, if you really care or want to be a better person, try your best to look out for
your friend. Anybody.
Not even just your friends. Don't limit yourself to just the people that you're used to being around 24/7, because most of the times it's a stranger that's the one that seems to understand me the most. Like, I could have a conversation with a complete stranger. They don't know me and they won't judge. Whereas I could have a conversation with somebody who knew me forever and they'll tell me about myself in a quick instant. Sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not what you need. Sometimes you really need to just hear positive, non-judgmental, more empowerment. Because if you don't have that, what do you do?
I realize one thing about people in general is that, like, one thing that I do is that like, I let people hear what they want to hear. I don't think that's a zodiac sign thing. I think that's everybody. Because in your mind, you have a subconscious and you want to keep some things to yourself because you feel like it's best to be not said, or it's best to not be, hidden or spoken about. And sometimes like it builds up to the point where you do end up spilling it, and it's kind of tough because you really can't really trust anybody to open up to. I mean, I get where Kima's talking about, where it's saying like, you know, you talk to a stranger about it because the stranger don't know you. If the stranger judges you, what do you care? They don't know people you know. So it's like it's a getaway, and I feel like some people be dealing with some real life issues that you can't fix, and the only way you can fix it is within. And it takes a lot for people to fix it within. Like, it's just hard, bro. It's just hard to be sitting here and just be having so much going on in your mind, and you just think like, yo, what am I gonna do next? Who am I gonna basically talk to? You know?
Who's gonna be the shoulder that I lean on?
Because I'm not gonna hold you. When I was in my little relationship, I thought everything was perfect. Like, I thought I knew what was gonna happen next and what my future was gonna be and what it was gonna be about. And then the second we broke up, I kind of lost myself for a second. I was just like, yo,
it's easier.
What am I gonna do next?
Lose yourself.
And then one thing about me is that I don't speak on, you know, the bad things that's happening in my life. So people don't be realizing that. So, you know, when them late nights come and you in the bed by yourself, you only have you and your thoughts. And sometimes it could drive you crazy, and, you know, you just think maybe one day you're just not gonna be here. But for me, like, I just had to fight it and keep myself active and, you know, do things to basically show that, like, I don't need a man or a woman in my life to make me feel like I have power. At the end of the day, like, I have my own power, and I set my own boundaries and make my own power. If that was the case, I probably would have been gone. Like, I would be on an obituary right now. I would have a tombstone and all this stuff going on. So you just gotta find something within and just make it happen. And then from there, you can have yourself set, you know? So think positive, guys. Don't be sitting out there thinking that because you lost your man or your boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend that life is over. No, because I don't know if you remember a time when you were a kid and you was around your friends jumping rope or playing basketball or, you know, in the house watching Cheetah Girls, you know, all that fun stuff. You didn't have a care or worried in the world about a boyfriend. You was just having fun. And that's what life should always be about, because there's always going to be obstacles and problems. So the last thing you should do is have an issue going on.
I want to talk about the stuff that people are afraid to talk about. There's a few things. So, the first one being, child molestation.
The second one being drugs. Addiction.
The addiction to drugs. Just what kind of drugs?
Some people do regular things like drinking, smoking. Not saying that it's good, but there's also people who do pills, ecstasy.
What is your take on taking pills? Like, how do you feel about people who do that?
Honestly, I don't judge anybody.
Okay, maybe I should ask that differently. Would you?
Would I pop a pill? Like, if I was going through a situation?
No. That's not what I'm saying. See, some people do it, as they would say, for recreational reasons. They do it just, you know, the same way we would if we wanted to take a drink. Some people do it.
I mean, you know, I don't think anything bad of it. Like, I wouldn't side-eye whoever's popping a pill or popping lean or however it works. I don't know. But I wouldn't side-eye you like, this person's on ecstasy, or this person doing this. I wouldn't do that. Honestly, I would try to find out more about that person and figure out why you're doing it to begin with. Okay. You know, and then I'll move from there. That's what I think about it. I'm not really too crazy about people who, you know, do any types of crazy things.
Okay, so when we walk around, let's say we walking from my house to Fulton. Between there and Fulton, maybe by McDonald's, what do you see?
I see my childhood.
That's not what I mean.
That's what I mean, though. That's what I see.
You reliving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see change. You see your childhood and I don't. When I was younger, I would walk from my house to the corner. Angela's would be popping, music playing. You could smell the food. The big fish tank with all of the fish inside of it.
Oh, I remember that. But see, I think...
Look, kids in the front of those buildings, the gray buildings, from the first building to the last one, those kids everywhere playing right there. And when you turn the corner, you know it's the same regular people.
Right.
You go past that, and...
Well, remember, for me, it's a little different because, like, I'm not over there, you know? So when I do come back over there, it's like, oh, snap, like, this is Fulton, this is Nostrand, this is Jefferson. So it just reminds me that, like, I really grew up here, you know? I don't look at it like, oh, you know, the buildings have changed, the streets have changed, the kids don't live there no more. I just look at it as, like, I was touched down here, and this is where I grew up. So it's a kind of a different feeling that, you know, how I look at it. I realize the world in general is just changing. Like, I remember before, to be honest with you, if you lived on Jefferson, your chances of, like, really being gay and walking down that street and nobody touching you was slim to none. Like, you couldn't really be open before as people are now. Like, now everybody's just out, you know? I mean, there's still a lot of people who's in the closet and don't say much because, you know, for many reasons, but it's just, like, the gay community has picked itself up in so many ways, and, like, it's crazy because before, like, you really could not be gay and walk down the street and act like it. Yeah. Like, you really had to be, you know, and it's crazy. I'm tired too, sis. It's crazy.
I tried to listen.
Are you trying to look cute?
No, I was just looking at my eyes.
Trying to take a picture?
You want to take a selfie?
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Should I do it one time for the one time?
No. Oh, okay. We're going to take a selfie because we are... What are we?
We are YAG.
I like it when you say it the other way.
I'm going to.
Let's see.
Yaggity, yaggity, yag!
Oh, really?
Yaggity, yaggity, yag!
That is the most...
Yagbo, gay vavu, yag love, yag type bully, all those terms, make sure you guys use it. That was cute. Why'd you delete it?
I saved it. I need a nap.
Okay, you guys got a special edition of the episode 5 of The Free releasing tonight, so let's get it cracking.
What?
Yeah. I just want y'all to know. First of all, I'm saying names now. So at the end of the day, I've been keeping Larry on the back burner because this is somebody that actually I was moving forward with. Now, I'm not gonna make him my boyfriend tomorrow, no. But you know, I don't literally look at you in the face, and I don't look at somebody in the face and go, okay, you're my boyfriend. No, it don't work that way. We just be chilling, we just be hanging out, and then when we start going places and meeting each other's families, we introduce as your boyfriend, and then it kind of happens. Like when I was with Daniel, for example, we went to a club and we was chilling, and then my friend was like, hey, this is Joel and his boyfriend Daniel, and then from there we just went as boyfriends. It's not like I was like, okay, you're my boyfriend now, and you know, like I don't never plan a boyfriend. It just happens over time. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, today is the day you became my man. Like I sucked your dick. And
so how did this? So that's how that happened with you?
With me and Daniel, we got together. Yeah, me and Daniel was talking for maybe like 3-4 months in.
And someone else.
And then my friend was like, this is Joel and his boyfriend Daniel. And then from there, like we literally just was going as boyfriend, and then we really became together.
Can we tell those stories because I have one and it's kind of sweet.
Telling it.
I have two.
I did not just do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Listen, y'all want to know how I met? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how I met my ex, which is a boy. Wait, what? No.
Didn't say anything.
Okay, because this is a really nice story. Okay, I was going to McKinney, and on my way home from school, you gotta take the bus to the train. It just was a long afternoon, and I got to J Street and got on the 8. I was on the platform for the 8 train going towards like Queens, so Euclid, you know, that way. I had to get off at Grant. Anyway, I was on the platform and I was walking, and there was a group of boys. Back then, I was so scared to walk past guys with my head up because I didn't want them to stare in my face, and most of the time they would try to talk to me and I wasn't ready to talk to them yet. So I would walk past them with my head down. So this time I was walking and I put my head down and I seen white gloves, like marching band gloves. It was was marketing gloves, y'all. And I was just like, why do you have on those and it's hot outside? And he was like, why you got your head down like you scared to in the face? And I looked up. He was so charming. He was so cute. He was so cute. He was so cute. But I was not trying to talk to him. I was just like, I just met you in the train station.
That's some whack, yeah.
I got on the train. He kept asking me for my number, And my little cousin was going to McKinney with me at the time. And I was trying to get away from this boy for so long. Between J Street to Nostrand Avenue, I was trying to get away from him. Then I got off on the wrong side. Got off on Nostrand. I was supposed to go home. And I ended up coming to my grandmother's house because I was not staying on that train with that boy. Don't you know my little cousin gave him my number?
Oh, who's this little cousin because you violated it?
My little cousin gave him my number. Then gave the boy my number. The boy done text me and called me. And he know my name. My real name. And he asking to take me on a date. What you think I said?
Yes, because ain't nobody turning down no date.
Why go through all of that work? Like, if a person really going through a lot to get next to you, give them a chance.
And that's exactly why you need to give this guy who's FaceTiming me, Mad Chocolate, a chance. Because he's sweating me like no other. I'm going to take my own
advice because 9 times out of 10, it's the person that you ignore the most. That's the one for you. That's the person that you ignore the most. The person that is constantly in your face 25/8 and they give you the most attention. Give them.
You know what? I think I'm about to call.
What happened?
It is mad true. Right, so go ahead. Slap the camera.
No, we're not slapping the camera. We're not slapping the camera.
All right, so I'm about to end this free show because I need to go and accept my man because he's in my face 24/7 and I don't give him the benefit of the doubt.
We are working.
All right, so when I get off this phone, I will be taken. Everybody suck my...
Mommy. Yeah, Jojo's a bugging out. Yeah.
Yeah, mommy, Jojo's bugging out.
I'm Kima.
And I'm Jojo. And welcome to the mother...
No.
There's something wrong with that dog back there? The whole time we try to do story time.
We not putting that on there because my dog is sick.
The freak. The final product? Yeah. Yeah. Come here, stop walking. This gotta go on the free.
Do not put that in here, it's gonna stink. I'm about to watch it.
Come on.
You're drinking? Yes!
Nah, boy, you know.
Yo, Kima! Yes, the show is out! Hello!